Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So let's go ahead and just answer the question. It's the holiday season and you want to know which one is worth picking up more, the Google Pixel 4a or the Google Pixel 5. Now here's the thing, I've used both of these phones and I sincerely love both of these phones. Like, they have served me well in the sense of getting a really good Android experience, especially a stock Android experience, because these are Pixel phones, so they come with stock Android. Now, again, the question is going to come down to which one is it worth picking up. You know, I mean, some people like to think that this phone, which is the Pixel 5, should have been budgeted way lower, maybe like $600. Some people want to go with the 4a because it's more of a value for the money. So if you're wondering which one to get, let's just kind of look into the differences mainly between the phones, and then that way we know which one we want more. Also, I already reviewed both of these phones, so if you want to check out those reviews, that way you can make your decision a little more like in detail, go ahead and watch those videos, come back to here, resume from this point. So first thing is that the Google Pixel 4a's display is not as edge to edge as the Google Pixel 5. Now, what that means is basically you're gonna have a better screen to bezel ratio on this phone than the Google Pixel 4a. Now, the thing is, I don't think this screen is in any way, shape, or form bad, so if you're worried about that, you're gonna be fine. This is still a wonderful experience. And now something about the display also for the Google Pixel 5 is you don't get a speaker on the top here. Instead, your display basically takes up the entire front side and your speaker is gonna be under the display. Now what that means is it has to vibrate in order for you to get audio, but on the Google Pixel 4a, you actually have a speaker grill. Now there is gonna be a discrepancy in your audio when you're watching content from your left to right ear when watching stuff on this phone as opposed to here, only because again, that speaker is under the display. So that's something to keep in mind. Maybe you want a grill instead of an in-display speaker. The Google Pixel 4a packs a 730G Snapdragon processor, and over here you have a 765G, and what that means is not only is this just slightly faster, and I mean it's just slightly faster, you still get 5G connectivity on the Google Pixel 5 as opposed to the Google Pixel 4a. Now, in my usage, in the time that I've owned both of these phones, I used them for the plus 2 weeks on both of them that I used it for, I didn't care so much about the 5G. And when it came to the speed for the devices, right? That's something to note, because I wouldn't say that the Pixel 5 experience for me was faster. If anything, it was a perceived speed increase because of the 90 Hertz that this phone offers that this one does not have. So what I'm saying is you have a 90 Hertz adaptive refresh rate on here, but on the Google Pixel 4a, you have 60 Hertz. Now, when it came to that though, I would say if you're looking for a better, smoother, and maybe even just a perceived increase in speed, you're gonna get it in this phone because of that 90 Hertz. And I mean this, like, even if I go ahead on both of these phones, start opening apps and checking the speed between the two, you're not gonna see a huge increase in speed that I can easily just say, oh, go for the Google Pixel 5 because it's like 0.1 second faster. Like, that 0.1 second is not going to matter to a lot of people. On the Pixel 4a, you do have a 3140 milliamp hour cell, and over here on the Pixel 5, you do have a 4080. Now, when it comes to the battery life, I never killed and could not kill the Pixel 5 in one day. Sincerely, never once did it ever hit maybe at its lowest 30%. It's hard to kill this phone. And here I have killed it only once, because both of these have chips that are just sipping power that I feel no matter what you do, it's gonna be hard to kill the two. In case you wanna be convinced over here for the Google Pixel 4a, I used GPS once to the airport and back. That was 1 hour of full-on GPS and I only lost 10%. I don't even have to boast about the Pixel 5, just trust me, this is a battery champ. And while on the topic of battery, when it comes to charging, they both have USB-C ports, which is great. They both offer 18-watt fast charging. The only difference is on the Pixel 5, because of a circular outing that they have here, you do have wireless charging available to you, and on the Pixel 4a, you do not. Now, that wasn't an entire deal breaker for me, but it was a little sad not having wireless charging because I do like to do that when I'm working on my desk at the studio. So again, if you like wireless charging, Pixel 5. If you don't care for it, Pixel 4a. And let's say some of you still use the headphone jack. Well, lucky for you, the Pixel 4a does indeed have a headphone jack. So that is going to be a big advantage because this phone does not have it. Now, I moved on from the headphone jack. I rarely ever used it, but the one time in my life when I actually did need it for a car that was rented that we had to use, I actually needed the headphone jack and the Pixel 4a had it. So that came in clutch big time for music. But at the end of the day, I still moved on. I'm still rocking this whole phone wirelessly. So maybe you are too. And now the biggest difference between both of these phones is gonna be the price. This phone starts at $400 and this phone starts at $700. Now, The question is really going to be up to, I think, when it comes to choosing between one of these phones, is what is your budget? You know, like, do these main key differences that I pointed out to you, you know, like a slightly bigger battery, but nonetheless they both rock solid batteries. The cameras are the same. You have wireless charging in one, not at the other. You have 5G. This one doesn't. This one has a better edge-to-edge display. This one still has a wonderful display. This one has 90 hertz that's adaptive, and this one does not, but it still offers great battery life, and it's a nice OLED display. What doesn't matter to you in terms of what you're getting in a phone? Because if having 90 hertz refresh rate and having, you know, a speaker under the display, having wireless charging, having a slightly better chip that allows 5G connectivity, like if those differences equate to a $300 important difference to you, meaning you will easily pay $300 more to get a Pixel 5 as opposed to a Pixel 4a, that is up to you. That is your money. You have to make that decision. And now some of you might disagree. Some of you would say, hey, no, you should get the Pixel 4a. It's cheaper, better, and it's better for the price and all that. I agree, actually. I don't disagree with you. All I like is giving people options, giving people the knowledge in between two different devices. And I think at the end of the day, no matter which phone you pick, you're gonna love either one. But if I had to choose for battery reasons, it would be the Pixel 5. And if I had to choose just for the everyday person that wants a solid phone for the money, you cannot go wrong with the Google Pixel 4a. And that is all I have to say for this matter. So, all right, guys, thank you guys for watching this video. If you have something to say, leave it down in the comment section. If you like this video, give it a like so that YouTube algorithm knows what's up. If you are new, subscribe for more featured videos. I have a lot to go through. I would like you to be there, please. All right, but that's gonna be it. So stay safe, stay clean, make good decisions, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care.